I'm gonna try to work out, man, even though I'm still kind of under the weather. Shit. Maybe for about 30 minutes because I'm still kind of weak. So just, do a little something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe practice some technique. Maybe do some push-ups, sit-ups, maybe some squats. I don't know. Maybe I might not work out. Shit. I'm still up under the weather. I usually don't work out when I'm under the weather, but I gotta do something. But I think we're out of Rockstar at this store. I don't know if he still got it. I'm gonna see if he got a Rockstar and shit so I can get started. Usually I use that for my pre-workout. I know it's healthy. But basically right now I'm on an empty stomach. But in the future I'm gonna have to stop drinking Rockstar because it's really not healthy, man. I became addicted to it before I work out. On my non-workout days, I don't drink it. I just drink it right before I work out. That's the only time I mess with Rockstar. You feel me? You got it. Yeah, some Rockstar. Yeah.
322.
That's what. Thank you.
Thank you.
We gotta work out. But we gotta do what we gotta do. But yeah, man, the bag is definitely a must-have for men who struggle in dating. Cause it'll even the fucking playing field, man. There's a lot more work, to be done when you're a guy who's struggling dating. That means you gotta get that bread all the way up. And I'm glad short ball guy is starting to see my way in things, man, because, you feel me? Like, he's starting to see that there's no way out for him but a lot of money. And if you're not attracting women with just your looks, you gotta have that pocket in check, man. And if you're not attracting women with the type of money that you're making right now, you gotta make more money and more of it. Just like alpha male strategies, man. You gotta make enough money for where they could turn a blind eye to all your flaws. Like you being short and bald. You feel what I'm saying? You got enough money, these women will overlook all of your flaws and be with you, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know, a lot of guys really don't know what situation that they really in. You know, they don't know that some of us gotta work harder. Some of us are not Chaz and Tyrone's, bro. I was watching Pop the Balloon, and this Tyrone just had the whole entire fucking like lineup of women mesmerized, man, just by his height and his looks and his jaw. So we don't have that wow factor. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, maybe when I was younger. Now, not even back then, bro. I wasn't no Tyrone in my 20s. I always was below them niggas, man. Chaz and Tyrone's. I never was that one where if I walk into the room, all the females start like drooling at me, man. That's never been my reality. It's always a female that's been here and there that likes my looks. You know what I'm saying? I never had a rotation of women that were all beautiful and shit. That's Tyrone, man. The reality is that like a lot of us in this lifetime would never be a Chad or a Tyrone. You feel what I'm saying? In this lifetime, you'll never ever see Chad for your looks or Tyrone for your looks. You feel what I'm saying? So we have to work harder. That's the reality, man. I'm under 6 feet tall. My looks are just average, you know, at best. Even at low percentage body fat. I got a good eye area. You feel what I'm saying? The fuck you looking at, faggot? Fucking bitch. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Beat your fucking ass, man. Motherfucker act like he was gonna run me over and shit. Bad night, I've been gonna kick your car, bro. You'll be fucking mad. Anyway, I come to realize that I'll never be that guy that walks in the room and all the ladies are like, oh my God, he's melt. You know, he makes my panties melt. I'll never be that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I have my whole entire life, bro. I have always had a few women like me. Like it's not like I could walk in the room and all the panties just start getting wet and shit. That's never gonna be me, bro. Like I said, I saw. I don't care what I do. Get my teeth done. Be at low percentage body fat. Nah, you just gonna be an average dude, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You're never gonna be that guy that I saw on Pop the Balloon. Was it earlier this morning or whatever? And all the ladies had their balloon unpopped. Okay, they were staring at them and drooling and smiling. And I'll never get that reaction from females, bro. Even in my prime, I was still kind of struggling getting the really super pretty ones. Hellcat passed his prime now, man. Even in my prime, I always struggled to get the ones I like Gwen. I never had a lineup of females that looked like Gwen that was trying to get at me. You feel what I'm saying? Gwen was like a rare jewel. But plus, she was like older. She was like 32 and I was 34. Probably I wouldn't have been able to get her when she was in her prime. You feel what I'm saying? Like Gwen. I got Gwen when she was 32. I was 24 at the time. Right? You know. So I got her when she was past her prime, but she still looked good, man, at 32, man. She had nice big ass, big titties. And everything. I never had a lineup of Gwens like knocking down my door and shit. You see what I'm saying? some of us got to accept the fact that we'll never be that guy, and we got to get the bag so we can live that type of guy's lifestyle. You think Tyrese, what's up with it, Captain Commander? You think Tyrese would like be having females knocking down his door if it wasn't for his money? Nah, man, he gotta have money to compensate for what he's lacking. Like the lack of face. Tyrese is below average looking. He's like a 4. You feel what I'm saying? So yes, some men have to get the bag to make up for what they lacking in. Like if they lacking in looks, they gotta fucking get the bag. If they lacking in height, they're gonna have to get the bag to even the playing field, bro. Because right now the playing field is not even. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair. You feel what I'm saying? I come to accept the fact that I'll never be that guy that where I walk in the room and all the ladies are like, oh God, just balloon unpopped. Like if I got on that show, bro, I'll get discriminated based on my height. If I went on Pop the Balloon right now, even if I had my teeth done and I had nice clothes and stuff, because right now, once I get the bag, I'm definitely gonna get my grill done. I'm gonna get my hair done. You know what I'm saying? Just be flawless. Just based on my height alone, Kelcat being 5'9", I would get a few balloons popped. Matter of fact, it probably be nearly the whole entire lineup. Because based on height, it depends how tall she is too. The fuck you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? That loud ass fucking truck is fucking my shit up, bro. Right now, I'm sorry guys, I'm sick, so if I'm like cussing a lot, it's because I'm sick and shit. But I'm still trying to work out, even though I got the allergy code and shit. The allergy season start kicking in around September, man, because the weather starts slowly changing and shit, and your body's not used to it. It'll be done in like a week or two though. But yeah, like I said, man, I came to the realization that, I'll never be that guy. You're like, God damn, I'll never know what it's like unless I got the bag to be that guy on Pop the Balloon that I saw this morning. Okay? All the women they had their balloon unpopped. Even though he popped their balloon, they still was smiling and cheesing and just laughing and giggling. Not laughing and giggling, but just as high, with the big smile and stuff, just making females just melt. No, I'll never be that guy. I don't have that genetics like that, bro. I don't get me wrong. I have a few women checking for me, but it's not like a gang of them. You know what I'm saying? If I was that guy, let me tell you something real quick. If I was that guy on Pop the Balloon, that was a Tyrone that walked into the room and made all the females melt, I would have a girlfriend right now. I would. Like I wouldn't be by myself. If I had his genetics, man, I would not be alone right now. You wouldn't even see me complaining. But because I lack in a lot of things like height, and my jaw's not all that good, but it's decent, but it's not like his jaw. The Tyrone jaw on Pop the Balloon, that nigga had a full-fledged jaw. You feel what I'm saying? All the females were like, man, going crazy. Dude was tall. He looked like he was around 6'2", 6'3". Just a killer jaw, man. You know what I'm saying? Eye area on point. You feel what I'm saying? And all the females, they looked like they was about to pass out. These females, he had the whole entire lineup mesmerized, bro, on Pop the Balloon, bro. You know what I'm saying? So for the reality of us, bro, we got to get the bag, man. Now, I never got to be that tall, and I wish I could be that tall. Maybe if I do get the bag, I think I might add a few inches to my height to get to be 6 foot. I'm 5'9" now. All I gotta do is add like 3 more inches, which is not that bad. And I'm probably willing to go through the pain of getting leg height surgery, man. a leg lengthening surgery. Go through the pain and suffering. You know, I've been out here going through pain and suffering mentally. You feel me? Yeah, I knew that fucking hawk was around. That's why all the seagulls left, man. Man, them seagulls leave when that hawk is around, bro. You know, that hawk, that puts fear to them seagulls' hearts. Man, and he's a predator, bro. He'll eat the seagulls. Anyway, like I'll never be that guy, so uh I come to realize that, you know. And plus it's my environment. This is not really an environment for me right now. I'm in the wrong spot. You feel what I'm saying? You know, but I'll never be that guy. Like I said, I lack in height. My jaw ain't all that good. You know, my dressing has been badly and poorly and stuff like that because I've been so focused on this bag, and I'm not really checking for no dates or nothing like that. I'm not living in an area where it fits my best interests. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, some dudes have to become successful. But I knew that when I was younger, man, in my 20s, that I was never gonna get a bad bitch, man. Especially when I got to like my late 20s to my 30s or whatever. I knew that, damn, this is downhill from here, man. I'll never get a bad bitch, you know, in this lifetime, unless I got the bag. You feel what I'm saying? Because I noticed it, man. When I got to my early 30s, I noticed lines and stuff started to form around my eyes and stuff. And I was like, damn, I'm getting older, man. You know, yo, Superman power starts to fade after 30. You know, you stop having that fucking baby face. You know, you ain't got that baby face no more. You feel me? And it gets worse after age 25. You know. You know. So that I come to realization, like, man, your age is catching up to you. You're not able to attract young women no more like you used to. Yeah, the only thing that can really save you is the bag. That's the only thing that can save your dating life right now is the bag, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know. You know. You know. The drive, yeah, the drive is pushing me, man. Yeah, I got drive. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I appreciated Captain Commander, but the drive is was pushing me, man, because I know that for a fact that if I don't like get the bag, I'll be here for the rest of my life. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. So I know that, you know, eventually I'll get the bag and everything will be okay and I'll have a better dating life. You feel what I'm saying? Hello. Yeah. Mikhail. Thank you. Yeah, giving away free food, man. Take advantage of all that shit, bro. Anything that's free, when you going after the bag, because you need the money to chase the bag, bro. Take all free food. Go to your churches. Go wherever they get free food out, bro. Don't be so proud to accept free food. They got guys out here that's so proud. They too proud to take free food. Like, bro, you saving money. And plus, you on a mission to get the bag, so you're going to need all the money that you can get, you know, to get the bag. I remember when I was going after the music, I started realizing that I needed money to travel to, like, music conventions, ASCAP conventions, ASCAP expos, and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just got some free food just now. They're burritos. You know what I'm saying? like I said, bro. Yeah, the drive is what I got on my side, man. And a lot of females see that I got drive and ambition. That's why some of them females in them Starbucks, when they see the lotto tickets in my hand, man, they get ideas and shit. They see a nigga that's on a come up. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, that guy, he gonna hit it big. Cause look at all those lotto tickets in his hand. You know what I'm saying? I go buy my lotto tickets. I go sit right there in that, um, you know, right there in that cafe, Starbucks, and I sit there and I look at my tickets and stuff. Bought about $20 worth. You know what I'm saying? You know, just a man on a mission to get that bag, man. Cause life is gonna be hell without it, man. And life will be a lot more easier. Dating will be a lot more easier. I'll be able to pass on my genetics with ease. You know what I'm saying? There's no struggle in that department. But when you are a guy that's struggling, you have to. The number one thing is the bag. Tell me, man. Like, look, Jermaine Dupri, Prince, Bruno Mars, all these short celebrities, they knew they were screwed from the get-go because of their height. Kevin Hart, he would have been struggling throughout his whole entire life if he did not get out there and become a comedian slash actor. Okay, he would have been struggling throughout year after year after year after year. I mean, like, he probably would have been an old man and then died single, bro. He would have been single his whole entire life and died. But because he had charisma and he had like talent and he had drive, ambition, and he was acting on his ambitions by showing up to them comedy shows every single day or every single night. Like, because he had the drive and the ambition and actually crossed the finish line, that even the playing field in dating, like, he got status and he has money. And lots of it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it ain't just a career making a few $100,000 a year. That's not going to be enough. Okay? Some guys, I'm going to be an engineer. No, that's not going to be enough. Blue collar work, that's not going to be enough. When, what's his name? Savvy guy was talking about he wanted to be an engineer, that's not going to be enough. Working on cars and stuff like that, nah, that's not going to be enough. You're going to be pulling in at the most $150 a year, which is $150,000 a year. That's not gonna save you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? We're talking about millions. You need to be making millions, so your mind needs to be focused on getting to that goal, even if it takes you 5 years or whatever. You know how long it takes. I mean, the faster you run towards your goal, the faster you'll get there, bro. But if you lag and drag your feet, it could be 10 years before you see anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't want that. You don't want to be that long. I say 1 to 5 years. You know, if you run fast enough, nigga, you'll get there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah. A lot of guys got to understand that we'll never be Chads and Tyrones. You can just forget about it, unless we come back reincarnated into different bodies and stuff like that. Nah, who your parents was is who you are, man. That's the reality. You got to accept that fact. That I'll never be a Chad or a Tyrone. And plus, Cocat getting old. I'm supposed to be leading with my wallet when I'm dating young females anyway. I'm fucking 45, bro. I'm supposed to have it good right now. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm late. You feel me? You know what I mean? And even if I hit one jackpot, let's say I hit a jackpot of a few mil, that still ain't gonna be enough. A few $1 million is not a lot of money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say I hit a few mil. Okay, then I go buy a condo for about, I don't know, like, man, you buy a condo for $800,000, man. That's a huge portion of your $2 million gone. You know what I'm saying? And then you buy a nice $100,000 Porsche. You got 1.1 million left. And then you get a girlfriend, and then she wants you to take her shopping. Man, you'll be broke in a year or two, and then she'll be done left. Like, he broke now. spent that $2 million, I'm gone. See, that's how they think, bro. When the money is gone, they leave. It's like, nah, you gotta have more than that, bro. You gotta have a steady income, something that's successful. Stability. Women love stability, bro. It's nothing that's shaky. Like I said, even if I won $2 million in the future, it still won't be enough because you're gonna need another 2 million and then another 2 million because you still got some time to live on Earth. So look how fast celebrities are running through their money. Look how fast Mike Tyson ran through that 10 million when he fought Roy Jones. You feel what I'm saying? He made $10 million. 5 years later, he was back in that ring fighting what's his face, for 20 million. Okay, now he about to fight Floyd Money Mayweather. That's what I heard. He accepted the fight with Floyd Money Mayweather, and that's gonna be a interesting fight. That's gonna make a lot of money. So even he got that $20 million, he's still hungry for more, bro. Money. He's still living. He still gotta pay bills. He got a lot of shit to pay for. Yeah, he gonna say yes to the fight. Look at all these people, these actors coming out of the woodwork, going broke. Like what's his name? Al Pacino. Who else? Jim Carrey. All right then. Let me show you something. Remember Fire Marshal Bill from 11 Color? Let me show you something. Ops. Oh boy. And he was talking about he was broke. So once the bag chase starts, it never ends until the casket drops. Okay? It never ends until your life is done. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to see chasing the bag as a lifelong thing. It's not something that, you get a few million in your pocket and then it's over. Nah, you're going to need more and more and then more after that. And then you're going to need more until the day that you die. Stability, bro. You know what I'm saying? The money must keep coming in until the day that you die. That's what you're focusing on, bro. See, I knew that fucking eagle was around, bro. That eagle's been really aggressive lately, man. Making all the seagulls disappear. When they see that eagle, they leave. They fly the area. They go to another area. Right now, that eagle is like hovering around right now, looking for prey. Like, man, you better go get a squirrel or something, man. You ain't gonna eat my seagulls, bro. You know what I'm saying? Floyd gonna fight. Nigga going broke if he doesn't fight. Yeah, he gotta fight. He got to. Him and Tyson. Tyson just made 20 million off what's his name? I can't think of his name. I got bad memory nowadays. Okay, getting old. The white guy, Jake Paul. There we go. So he just made 20 million, but 20 million is not gonna be enough, bro. He's still young, Mike Tyson. He's 57. That's still young. It's not very young, but it's too young to die at 57. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna need another 20 million. You feel what I'm saying? So until the casket drops, the bag chase don't stop. It don't stop until the casket drops, until you die. Then that's when the bag chase stops. Okay? This is a lifelong thing. Chasing money and chasing dreams, it's a lifelong thing. This is something that you have to be dedicated to your whole entire life. Something that you have to be dedicated. That means dedication for sure. And then you gotta succeed. You feel what I'm saying? You can't fail. But with enough time and patience, you will succeed, man. You put enough time into it, you're patient, you're smooth, calm and collective, sitting back, putting in that work, you're gonna see your fruits of your labor, man. Yeah, the hustle don't never stop. Yeah, what's up with it, Money Hunter? Yep. The hustle does not stop. It keeps going into the day that you die. You gotta always have money coming in. Floyd Mayweather, he about to fight Pacquiao and he about to fight Tyson. So that's gonna bring a whole lot of money into his pocket. He'll be out of debt. Because right now, Floyd Money Mayweather is in debt, bro. He having financial problems. Anytime you file for bankruptcy, yeah, you're not. There's a problem. It don't mean that he's flat broke, but there's a problem somewhere brewing. You feel what I'm saying? That man, he can't afford to pay some of them bill collectors that's coming after him. You feel what I'm saying? So he filed for bankruptcy, and he did. But the way he was spending, man, he was probably spending like he was still coming in with the hundreds of thousands or millions or whatever. Like bro, you spending like you still fighting. You should have been downsizing. You should have been selling some of your properties and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just have one mansion. You should have been selling some of your cars. Downsize. It's okay to keep some of the Lamborghinis and stuff, man. But this nigga got a whole fleet of Lambos of different colors and shit. I'm like, no wonder you going broke, nigga. Nah, man, the bag is where it's at, bro. You gotta keep chasing that motherfucker, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of guys, like back to what I was saying, a lot of guys who are struggling, you have to chase that bag. You think Floyd Money Mayweather will be having the bad bitches that he have had in his past, in his prime, and right now, you know what I'm saying? You think he would be having those bad bitches, bro, if it wasn't for the money that he was pulling in? Hell fucking no. Floyd Money Mayweather is a very small, inferior guy. Floyd Money Mayweather is inferior to me. He's very skinny. He weighs 150 pounds at the most. I think he walks around like 150 now, man, or something like that. He's very small, and Floyd Money Mayweather would have been getting rejected left and right throughout his whole entire life because he was a very small, complex guy. You see, Tyson too. Tyson would have been an incel for like many of his years, but he decided to become a boxer, and that's what saved his dating life, bro. Because he would have been getting like rejected and rejected. Maybe Pretty Boy Floyd he still would have got girls just because he's still he was in his prime, he was a good looking dude, but he was very short. Okay. Females would probably wouldn't have never had. No, what am I saying? Very short. He's like 5'8". He's not. He's around my height. But like anything under 6 feet tall nowadays is short to a lot of women, bro. Maybe not to all, but to a lot of women, anything under 6 feet tall is short. Okay, so yeah, he's short. And if he didn't have that bag, he would have been struggling his whole entire life, man. That's why he was so disciplined with himself. He knew that female, he gonna be struggling with them women. He probably was struggling in junior high school and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was very small and complex. He was very small, really skinny. You know what I'm saying? Having a hard time getting a little girlfriend or something like that. And he saw that, he was like, oh man, I gotta get this bag. Some guys figure it out early, like, God damn, I'm not the best looking dude. I'm not the tallest dude in the world. I gotta get that money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you always gotta be thinking about too, man. Money always gotta be on your mind. You always gotta be thinking about that bag every single day when you wake up. And you gotta be chasing it, not just thinking about it, but attempting to chase that bag. You feel me? Like a lot of guys don't understand that. You gotta understand that the women, they just not gonna give you that much play, bro. Like, it's just if you're struggling, the bag is the only answer. That's all I got to say, man. There was this one female across the street right here. Man, she had a nice big old booty on her, man. You know what I'm saying? And I told her something. I forgot what it was. And I said, yeah, I was like, yeah, one day I'm going to be driving a Porsche. Watch. You're going to see me watch. She was like, really? and, and I could tell she got turned on by that, man. You know, and she started walking different, you know, switching her ass, you know, when she was walking away from me and shit. And she was like, okay, well, you getting a Porsche? Get a red one, cause her hair was red and shit. And I said, okay, I'll get a red Porsche, no problem. And she was like, the way she walked, man, it was like you could tell that if you get a Porsche, you're gonna get this ass. That's the way she was walking away from me, bro. Cause she started switching and basically crossing her feet and shit. I mean, crossing her legs like she was walking and stuff, you know. And I said, damn, her to get that bag, bro. With her body language, that's what she basically said. You get that Porsche, you get this ass. I said, oh shit. Watch out. I'm gonna get that bag. We gonna get this bag at all costs. You feel me? You know, that's what motivates men to get the bag. Shit like that. The shit that I just explained to you right there, that's what motivates men to get that bag, bro. You feel what I'm saying? The way she walked away from me and started switching her ass more, you know what I'm saying, told me that get the bag. Once you get the bag, go ahead. You know, I said, shit, watch me get this bag at all costs, nigga. You feel me? And plus, like I said, man, I'm getting older. I'll be approaching 50 in about 5 years from now. So women expect you to have the bag by the time you get that around that age. We're talking about financial security. You know, you should be at least driving a Porsche. You know, a Porsche is not that. It doesn't mean that you're super rich, but it means that you're comfortable and you got security. You know, a Lamborghini means that you're rich, that you got it going on. You got like millions in the bank. You feel what I'm saying? A Porsche is like $150,000 to $200,000 car. That means maybe you're a dentist or maybe you're a doctor or something like that. If you're driving a Porsche, right? So you got some bread. You got enough money to take her shopping and buy her a brand new dress. Or a Gucci bag or a Prada. Maybe not a Birkin bag, but a Prada bag or Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's super name brand, I could take you. I could go out. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing in like 500 grand a year. You feel me? You know, I'm not a millionaire, but you know, I'm bringing in some ducats. I ain't broke. You know, feel what I'm saying? So the thing is, man, is always chase that bag, man. Especially if you're struggling. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you're not supposed to be struggling your whole entire life, bro. You're only supposed to be struggling a portion of your life, not all the way to the end, bro. You think I'm gonna be here forever, bro? Hell no. You think I'm gonna be on YouTube talking this bullshit forever? No. Eventually, one day I'm gonna leave YouTube, bro. You guys are not even gonna see me. Eventually, I'm gonna leave YouTube. Eventually in the future. So, you know, enjoy Cat videos while it lasts, because one day it could snap and be gone. You'd be like, oh, his YouTube channel was gone. Where'd it go? and my thumbnail is gonna be like a question mark left. It's not even my face. It's not gonna be no more. It's gonna be like a question mark, and all the videos gonna be gone. That means I got the bag and I'm starting a new life somewhere else. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't never coming back to YouTube. I can't make no money on here anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, where'd he go? He finally got that bag. Like, yep, he gone, bro. He's gone for good too. Ain't coming back. Damn. That's what I say, man. It's only a matter of time before I hit me another jackpot. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm thinking about like investing my money in the popcorn business. I saw one of the lotto winners invest their money in the popcorn business, and it was successful. You know what I'm saying? You know, it became successful and shit. But he got killed by a jealous family member and shit. One of the lotto winners died, man. That's one thing about lottery, man. You can end up dying because of jealous people. And a lot of winners have a lot of winners have been demised because of the people around them. Like me, I don't have people around me, and I'm definitely gonna disown my family members. Matter of fact, I don't have a close knit family, so it'd be a lot easier to like not talk to them, or my sister or her boyfriend. Like sometimes come into some if you come into some success, you got to cut your family members off completely, especially if it's not a close knit family. You know what I'm saying? Because they get jealous, and you'll end up probably dead. I'm sorry, you're gonna lose once you come into wealth, fame. You're gonna lose family members and friends and family members. Look what happened to Marvin Gaye. He got shot by his own father because of the jealousy that he had for his son. That his son was successful and he wasn't. Marvin Gaye got killed. Look it up. He got killed by his own father because of jealousy. That's why I say once you get the bag, you got to cut family members off. Cut your friends off. Get new friends. Get new family members. Shit. Start your own family and shit, man. I ain't never had a close knit family anyway. My sister ain't never came out here and bought food for me or bought clothes for me, man. She ain't looked after me throughout my whole entire life of being homeless and stuff. She ain't never came out here and did shit for me, bro. I think she came out here and bought me one pair of shoes, man. I've been out here for like 7 years though. And she bought me a jacket. I remember she bought me a jacket. Actually, she bought me 2 pairs of shoes. Now that I remember, she bought me 2 pairs of shoes and a jacket. That's about it, bro. She ain't did much help throughout the 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be easy for me to cut her off and not be hanging around her, man, because you become successful, bro. They're gonna get jealous. Your family members gonna get jealous. And there's no way in the world I'm gonna get taken out by some family members that's just jealous of my success. And plus, my sister told me that I'll never hit another jackpot anyway. So why would I want to share any money with her? You said I wasn't gonna win. Remember? I can see her smacking her lips now, and I'm like, yeah, you told me I was never gonna win another one. You forgot I won before, right? I'm gonna win another one. So yeah, it'd be easy for me to cut her off, man. Like, okay, now I'm separating myself. Cause I don't want nothing to be happening to me when I'm successful, bro. Because your success, it's not their success. If anything, if you give them money, it's gonna be crumbs, and they ain't gonna want no crumbs. They're gonna want the whole enchilada. You know what I'm saying? So get the bag, and everything will be a lot more smoother in dating. That's why. I mean, that's you know what? That's what's driving me. I see other people become successful, and I look at not just people, but other men. My bad, other men. I see other men become successful, and I see how easy their life is with females, and I said, okay, if they became successful and their life is easy with females, I want their life. And I look at them as a prime example, or I look at them as motivation. I'm like, okay, it can happen to me too. As long as I stay focused and I keep chasing, it can happen for me too. And then my life will be a lot easier with women, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I focus on, man. Just focus on getting the bag. That's it. Life gonna be easier. You don't have to be struggling your whole entire life. Stay focused and you'll get it. Don't worry about the naysayers and the haters and stuff. You feel me? Just keep on pushing forward with that bag. Especially guys who struggle, man. Back to what I was saying. I mean, back on the topic. I mean, it's like, bro, like short ball guys, bro. You must have that bag, or it's going to be another 30 years being by yourself, single. You know, that's how you got to look at things. It's either you're going to suffer only a few years of your life, or you're going to suffer your whole entire life. I pick only a few years, because only a few years of chasing that bag hardcore, you're going to get it. You know, eventually come out of your situation and be free. You know, okay, yeah, motherfucker, I done came up. I ain't struggling in that dating market no more. I got options now, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I knew I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I knew I could do it. I didn't have any doubts. You feel me? You know, that's the only thing that fucks people up too, man. Is doubting themselves, man. They thinking they can't achieve anything. And you take a look around you. Look at all these men out here, bro. They got Rolls Royces. They got Lamborghinis, Ferraris. Anything is possible, bro. Just look around you. That's motivation right there. If they can do it, you can do it. That's how I look at it. When I see the next man driving a Porsche, if he could do it, I can do that too. That's what motivates me for sure, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know, if I could, if he could cop that bad bitch because of his wallet, I could cop a bad bitch because of my wallet. You feel what I'm saying? When I look at other people, how they do things, man, I'd be like, ooh, I could do that too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's how you gotta look at it, bro. But you gotta look around you and see the motherfuckers who are not ambitious. They driving beat up cars, broken down Priuses and shit like that because they don't believe, man, and they're not trying to even chase the bag. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that as long as you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything, man. Like, I'm going on my second jackpot chase, man. And I know I could get the second jackpot. And the second jackpot is gonna be bigger. You know what I'm saying? I manifest this shit right now. So that way, when I do get the second jackpot, I can go back into my videos and be like, look at me. Look at me. I told you I was gonna do it. You see how confident I was? I told you I was gonna get that second jackpot. What the fuck I say, bro? I told you I would have hit that shit, bro. I told you I was gonna hit it again. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna start deleting one video after the next. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's what you gotta do, man. You know? That's what you gotta do. Think about how other men have accomplished a lot, man, because they stayed focused and driven. You know what I'm saying? You know, you will be rewarded for your drive and your ambition. You know what I'm saying? It just takes time, though. You know, a lot of time, a lot of focus. You can't break no focus, not even for pussy. You can't be chasing no women or nothing like that. That's what's been driving me insane, and my mental health has taken a toll. Or being isolated, chasing the bag has taken a toll on my mental health. But it's okay. Once I get the bag, that shit gonna go away. Cause then I have a fine bitch next to me that I can talk to. You know what I'm saying? That's what motivates a lot of men, bro. Is to get the coochie, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Hart, and, Tyrese, all these guys who are undesirable and lacking in the Tyrone looks. You feel what I'm saying? They knew that. Tyrese knew that he wasn't going to be the best looking dude in the world, so he stayed focused on his shit, man. See, Tyrones, they don't have no money like that, man. The broke Chaz and Tyrones of the world, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to, like, struggle and run after the bag because they lead with their looks. Women just melt at the sight of them. I'll never be that guy, like I said before. I realized that, and I'm okay with that, man. This is the life that, you know, that I came into, you know, that I came into the world to, or came into the world with. I mean, and this is the body that I'm gonna leave with. But I wanna have a better life with females. You guys forgot that I have had a taste of being rich without being rich. I done told this story. Sorry, that fucking rock star got me burping, man. I done told this story time and time again. Why you think I'm so motivated, bro? I felt how it was to be part of the 20% of men, bro. Remember back in the day when I was doing the pickup artist thing, pretending to be rich, with a gold ass watch on my fucking goddamn. I think it was on my right hand. I had a gold watch. It was only worth $300. You know, it looked like it was worth 1,000 though. Had a bracelet that was worth $500 on the left hand. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it was worth a few thousand. It was real gold though. It was plated gold and silver. You feel what I'm saying? It was a two-tone bracelet. It was beautiful, man. And I would walk into the bar, man. I would get females just eyeing that bracelet, bro. And then it even landed me a female that wanted to go out on a date with me like really quickly and shit. So I have had a taste of being part of that 20%. That's what's driving me so much. Because once you get a taste of being part of the 20%, you're gonna want that, bro. It's like a craving. I advise some of you guys go buy a brand new bracelet, maybe like $500. Go buy a brand new watch for like $300 or something like that. Get you some clothes, buy shoes for $300 or whatever, and then go out and sport that shit at a bar somewhere. You feel me? And watch how females treat you when they see you with that stuff on. Okay? Just go out there and do it. You're gonna feel what it's like to be part of that 20% of men that women are only dealing with. Okay? And then, see, the thing is, once they find that out that you're not part of the 20%, they fade away. Like that one chick who followed me to the car. I always tell this story time and time again because it felt good to be part of that 20% of men, bro. And that's why I'm chasing the bag so hard, because I done had a taste of it. And I want that taste back. You feel what I'm saying? I felt like I had it going on, bro. Females would stop me in my tracks. Are those Echo shoes? One chick, she stopped me in my tracks because I had those Echo shoes on. Shiny brown leather. I mean, shiny brown leather. It was worth $300. Okay? And when you have footgear like that on, bro, and you got a bracelet that's worth, like, actually that bracelet was worth $500. Real gold, two-tone. It was mixed with gold and silver at the same time, and it was very detail made. It was like the gold and the silver, the detail inside the bracelet. There was like little square knots, very small square knots, and I would walk into that bar, man, and no problem. I wouldn't have a problem like getting a conversation going with some females. Remember I told you the one Asian female, and I walked into that one bar, she walked up and bought me a drink just because I was wearing that stuff, bro. I just got so much attention with that, man. You feel what I'm saying? It was just like, you come in with the ice on, bro, these females, they start choosing, okay? That's what's motivating me, because I remember how it was to be part of the 20%. But now I'm chasing the bag for real, all right? Because I know what time it is, and I know my age is catching up with me, and I know my face gonna turn wrinkled one day, and I just don't want to be that broke old guy that's jacking off to porn his whole entire life, sitting in a rocking chair somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to happen to me. So in my younger years, I choose to chase the bag, and you should too. You got to look at it like this: like, I will be stuck struggling in the dating market for the rest of my life if I don't do this. So I don't never choose no life sentence, bro. I get on my shit, bro. That fucking hawk is over here scaring away my seagulls, man. Man, I guess he's doing his job, man. Shit. Looking for prey. Probably has a hungry stomach. Man, I don't care too much about the squirrels, man. Just don't eat my seagulls, bruh. He be catching squirrels and sometimes that hawk, bruh. But I don't really care about squirrels. Squirrels, they scared of humans anyway. Seagulls are not scared of you, man, as long as you feed them and shit. They come around. But, yeah, so back to what I was saying, man. A lot of guys got to understand their position in dating. And when you see that there's a struggle, right, that's when it's time to chase the bag. Like over 30, I didn't start struggling in dating until I got over 30, man. And plus, it was just the fluctuation in weight up and down that contributed a lot because I'm always up and down in weight. But lately, I've been working out, keeping it in check and stuff like that. But I noticed something when I looked at Pop the Balloon this morning. I said, man, I'll never be that fucking Chad guy or that Tyrone guy right there that's making females' panties melt like that. I'll never be that guy. And plus, I'm getting old, so it ain't gonna never happen. So I said, fuck it. The bag is the only thing that can really stop the struggle. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't accept that, and you gotta accept it too. You won't be that Tyrone, man. And you won't be that Chad. If you're a white guy, you'll never be that Chad that walks in to the room and females just, You'll never be that Tyrone. If you're a black man, you'll never be that Tyrone that makes the females' panties water, you know? It's just not gonna be that dude. So the bag is the only thing that can complement what you're lacking in. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and some females they'll try to shame you. Like, oh, you just getting that bag because you're lacking in some things. That's why you're getting that bag. You're hell right. You damn right. I won't be picking you when I get the bag. Since you're so smart, talking all that bullshit. You know. Anyway, I'm gonna end this live, man. Try to work out. You know, even though I'm still kind of sick and out of the weather, but just a little bit, man. You guys have a good day, man. Stay up, man. Stay bag chasing, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.